One times. Order. Man, it's already February. How time flies. I had a whole bunch of audio before this. And, I wouldn't say I've been lazy. I did say this was going to happen when I got my full-time job going. That I was going to slow down on the YouTube. YouTube's not looking too great as a platform to do anything as far as supplement any income you're not making from your original job. So yeah, these videos are going to be sporadic. I didn't post the last few videos, even though I recorded the audio for them. And like I said, in the last one, what I was going to say, I made it as a note in the last recording, is that I felt like I was oversharing too much with YouTube. And I know YouTube is sponsored by the 3-letter agencies. So there's only so much information I really want out to this platform. Because in all essence, I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe I'll blow up, maybe I won't, but at some point, I put it this way, I still haven't decided where I want to represent myself as a real person or just some disconnected personality on the internet. Either way, the AI sees you as the same, all the same. But the topic of this video, and I'm going to say it so I don't forget it later on, is no matter how much your reward for working hard, at least at this company, and a lot of other companies I've heard for, is more work. But getting into it, the job takes me everywhere. And starting off with the things, now that I'm a certified technician, whatever that means, the fun is now going to begin. And I can already see it on the people's faces here that have been here for years, that have rose up the ranks. They don't want to be here. They don't want to be here. They're at the end of their ropes. They're about to have a midlife crisis. Some of them are watching their worlds fall apart while they keep the machine humming along that feels their, feels their despair, their woes. All the problems comes from the machine, the system that they're keeping up, that we're keeping up as technicians. The internet, the legal system, the bureaucracy. Those systems would crash without us little cogs keeping it alive, making sure the power doesn't get cut. But that's probably a topic from another video. I knew this was going to happen as soon as I got into this job as well, is that I was going to start trying to find a way out of this job. And it's not hard math. This job doesn't pay a living wage. I knew that coming in. Could I kept going with temporary work? Probably. It was slowing down. But it's picked back up now. They can't stop calling me for work that I can't do now. And it's funny how that works. Everybody works on the same system, the same machine, the same 8 to 4, 9 to 5. Everybody like robots. They go to work, they come home, and the systems that are supposed to serve you, they go to work at the same time, and then they come home, and then you need those systems to function. So while you're at work, if you don't have the privilege of connecting with these systems through the other system that's been put in place as a middleman to alleviate the problem that these systems of service don't serve the people, the demographic they need to serve, which is the 9 to 5s, the 8 to 4s, because they're all working at the same time. It's madness. And I know people can see it. I know people see it, but the people that are retired, the people that are close to retirement, they don't care. That's how the system has been. That's how the system is going to continue until, I don't know, until the currency is worth nothing, I guess. I think that'd be, I can't say until the currency is worth nothing. It's worth nothing now. Until the last person can't afford to pay for the services that keep them alive. And we're a debt-based economy where we can borrow money, we can obfuscate our debts, we can do so many things, roundabout things, to actually prevent us from actually facing the problem. That legacy, that system can just continue on beating its drum on life support for so long. And I don't know what the next generation of leaders have got planned, because eventually the generation keeping this system up and floating, this system that they know, they have to leave. They have to not exist at some point. Whether it be just they got old, or they got unalived, or the next round of the coup took them out. I don't know, but these people in control, they keep the system humming along. They can't stay here forever. And the cogs in the machine, they're dying as well. A lot of them are cotton heads as well. And I noticed a common theme in the tubes that's going on for your middle-age crisis. And the theme is, you worked your whole life, 30, 40 years, and you got nothing to show for it. And I can say I'm part of that crowd. I got nothing to lose in all reality. And there's maybe like one thread of something that's keeping me from just declaring myself not a human anymore. And I'm kind of terrified what the other side of that thought process is. That, I don't know, that's, it's not even a belief, it's not a core belief, it's just what your reality becomes. Like, I mean, it's not like humans haven't been here before. I mean, humans assign value to things, and then they go about collecting those things and trading those things for other things. It's a barter system, but somebody along the road decided that they have the authority to collectively, well, uncollectively, solidify a barter system where things had a fixed value. And we call that gold, and the gold standard, and it was oil. Then we had the petrodollar. Then we have what we have now, which is useless paper. And useless paper doesn't keep humans alive. It'll do great for computers. Computers only need a every so often maintenance cycle and a electricity and possibly AC, possibly some form of cooling. You can just move to Greenland for that, I guess. But this world is quickly becoming, in a way, not built for humans to perform physical labor. The physical labor is not valued. I think I've said that before. It's nothing revolutionary. It's nothing, what's the word I'm looking for? There's nothing, how I say, out of the ordinary. I think is what I describe it. It hasn't been said before. It has been said before that the value of physical labor from humans has been devalued to the point where it no longer makes sense for humans to do things. And this is the fun part about the channel. I think that's why I did say I made this channel, is that I come to just pour these thoughts that I have all day, every day, into a form of medium so I can get them out of my head at least. And this is one part of this video channel. But I guess I'm making the big times. I've already made an invention. They're already telling me I should patent it at this job because I did something that was, I think, obvious, and people that have been here for years have never thought to do what I did. So that's going on in the background. But I had to ask myself, and I didn't really think about it, what did I do really? And what I did, and this is getting into the main topic of the video, was I made myself faster at the job by reducing the amount of steps I need to take in order to do my job. And I'm finding out a lot that your reward for being fast at your job is just more work. Your reward for being good at your job, for getting more work done, is just more work. For example, take this middle-aged trainer I had. Once again, on the cusp of a middle-age crisis. He's barely making. He's not even making $30 an hour. He's been here for a couple of years now. So he's been here 6, 7, something years. And he's not even making $30 an hour yet. And he's living in a high cost area because his wife, who's pushed out children for him, so he's strapped by balls, decided that she wants to be where all the action is. She wants to be, and once again, she's working too, and she's not making nearly the amount of money needed to actually perform this lifestyle. She wants to live with the people that drive G-Wagons are. She wants to live where the people drive Ferraris and Lotuses, Evoras, and the high-end ones. The people that drive the ugly freaking Porsche SUVs around. She wants to live where those people are. And they just do it just because everybody else is doing it. And I've seen so many of those ugly Porsche SUVs. Can I just say that that Porsche SUV that they made, the first one, was rated the ugliest vehicle on the road for a reason. And it's just evolved into a slightly less ugly version of itself. And it's still ugly. Don't get me wrong. There's no reason for a Porsche to have a Porsche SUV to have a Porsche sports car front end on it. It's just, I get it. It's your brand, but ugh. Ew. I know there's some guy who made the expensive Volkswagen Beetle somewhere in his grave from the 1940s and 50s, just rolling around in it, looking at this Porsche from wherever he is, and he's just disgusted to his core. But getting off topic, this woman, it's got this guy by his entrails, his loins, his puppy strings. She wants to live in this place. It's a hiding place where golf PGA tours happen, and like I said, people drive around in no less than Porsches. You'll see a G-Wagon, you'll see Bentleys, you'll see Rolls Royces occasionally. People got money, and like I said, they're not making anywhere over $30 an hour, and they have to work for a living. One, they have to work for a living. Two, they're working an hourly wage. They're not working salary. They're not working commission. They're not working anywhere where anything less than 60 hours a week is going to keep you afloat. And she doesn't see, from what I understand from this guy's point of view, now there's two sides to every coin, from this guy's point of view, she doesn't see that that's a detrimental spiral that is literally killing both of them, putting them into an early grave. And this guy, he makes jokes about it, but I know he's at his wit's end. And they're giving him, of course, because they know he's got the ball and chain around him, they're giving him tasks well above his pay grade to do. Not because maybe at some point, considering this job, somebody might crack and open up a spot. It might croak, kick the bucket, and open up a spot for him to advance. It's a regional manager. We just got a new regional manager. But the running joke between me and him is that he has so many administrative tasks and so many people and other people that have been here for more than a year. He's got so many of those people below him that he should just be at a desk. There's no reason for him to be out in the field. Me being out in the field with him, seeing him work, seeing him trying to get work done, know that most of his time, 80% of the time, he was on his phone, trying to coach someone else, trying to get someone else in order, trying to schedule people, moving work around, dealing with people's problems, dealing with deaths of family members, and consoling people, just well above his pay grade. And that leads me back to a previous point. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this place. They see the potential in me. Once again, I'm good. I'm certified. Soon I will learn some more stuff and get some more certifications, but I don't see myself here long term. And I don't see this, like I said, I don't see the human labor being valued here. And that's the part that makes me want to leave. Now, being that I'm new here, being that a little male on top, I can't say that. And they do give me surveys. At least I got one now. I got one, not now, but I got one today. Just checking in on you. How you doing? How do you feel about the course? How you feel about, the job? They check in on me, and I can't tell them the truth. I can't tell them that I hate it here. I don't know. I just come to kind of accept it after a while. After a few weeks, you kind of get into this groove. You come to accept it. That's just going to be the case. You're always going to be underwater here because only certain people are really willing to deal with this type of stress. Only certain people are willing to deal with this kind of risk, because yes, people do die on this job. In fact, somebody last week died on this job. Apparently they got smushed by some construction equipment, and for less than $20 an hour, I do not think I'll be getting squished by construction equipment, at least going anywhere near any kind of active construction equipment where I can even get into that situation. And I have, but I quickly pointed it out. Hey, shouldn't we do something about that and, move away, wait till they're done? And once again, I was with a trainer, this guy in his midlife crisis, and he doesn't care. In fact, he kind of welcomes it at this point. Oh man, the more good you get at this job, the more work you can get done. And even if you're not getting the work done completely correctly, the more work they will give you. I do not see myself becoming like my infield trainer, or any trainer for that matter. I don't see myself rising up the ranks here. In fact, once again, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. This is another one of those jobs, and it's another one of those jobs where they tell you, they sell you the dream. They tell you there's potential, and the really only good potential about this, and it was the same thing with Albertsons, is that the people need this job to happen. They need the cogs in this wheel to turn. Otherwise, people outside, the normally conformists, the people that go to their 9 to 5s and do whatever they need to do, they don't get a part of their lives completed to keep themselves alive. With Albertsons, it was you didn't get any food. With us, is you might not get any electricity. You might not get any internet, which is kind of needed these days. You might not get, any sewage or water. Your plumbing might be backed up for weeks, and the construction can't start because we haven't shown up to appraise it. And we're the cogs in the wheel. And our labor is not valued. And we have to do something about that. I'm still on the serious plan of, and I've told my trainer this, of figuring out how to be in 3 places at once. Figuring out how to get paid from 3 jobs while working 1 job. 3 jobs while using the same 8 hours of work. And it might be 4 by the time I'm done, considering the value of the dollar. But that's where we need to be in modern day society. And you see how quickly the society not killed, that's not the word I'm going to use. How can I say this? Obfuscated, I'm looking for the correct word. They hid away the jobs that you could work from home from, because they found out that those work from home jobs can be done by cheaper labor. And they found out the hard way that the cheaper labor isn't always in their best interest. And they're finding that out the hard way. They're finding out just how I got this job, that if you can't see the people operating, they don't exist. If they're on the internet and you've never seen them in real life, they don't exist. In fact, they're probably not working in your best interest, because they can disappear at any moment without a trace. No, business contacts, those could be faked. Facial recognition, that could be faked. Even videos of somebody talking to you over a video chat line, that can all be faked. Look at some ordinary gamers new video, one of his newest videos, where he pretends to be Chinese. He looks Chinese over the video. He speaks Chinese, I think, a little bit in the video. But we know that Mutahara is not Chinese. At least we think he's not Chinese. We generally know that he's not Chinese. At least other people online can vouch for him, and that they met him, and that we know from years and years upon years of him being on the internet and constantly showing up that he's not Chinese. At least not Chinese. But what do you guys think? I'm gonna wrap this up. Rambling. What do you guys think? Are you at your jobs? Are you at the great, what do I want to call this? Because this is not the first time this has happened. Are you at the great crossroads where you're good at your job and you're being forced to take in more work? Because if you don't, you get hit the chopping block. Are you at the complete opposite side where I'm at, where you have to take more work because nobody else wants to do it? And if you don't do it, it's just more work. Regardless of where you take it or not, it's still going to be there. And it needs to get done, and everything's critical, and you're constantly underwater. Let me know in the comments. How's your year? At least the beginning of the year has been? Has it been like mine? Have you noticed that everything is in a pattern? Everybody's starting to hire now. Everybody's starting to move all at once. Let me know in the comments about your patterns you're seeing out there. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Hopefully I post this one.